In this video, we're going to cover inversion of control. So inversion of control is the buzzword that you always hear when you hear of the Spring framework. So what exactly is inversion of control? Well, it's simply the design process of externalizing the construction and management of your objects. So in a nutshell, it basically says that your application is going to outsource the creation and management of the objects. And that outsourcing will be handled by a object factory. And that's the big idea of inversion of control. Now, to kind of help you out with getting an idea of inversion of control, I'll actually walk through some coding examples. And we'll kind of start from scratch with a very rough prototype, and we'll try and refine it and refactor it over time, just so you can kind of see the real motivation for inversion of control and, why we need the Spring framework. All right, so let's go ahead and start with this little coding scenario. So real simple example, we're going to have our app that will make use of a coach, like a baseball coach. And so our app will say, hey, baseball coach, give me a daily workout, just so you can find out what type of workout you need to perform at practice. So that's the big idea of this application. Now, one thing though is that the management team says, oh yeah, by the way, the app should be configurable. So this app should easily work for a coach in another sport. So you should easily be able to plug in a hockey coach, cricket coach, tennis, gymnastics, so on. So they want it to be configurable and also work with any type of coach. So now you're like, oh, I thought the project was easy. Now it got a little bit difficult. But don't worry, we'll kind of walk through this and we'll look at some possible solutions for this, and we'll kind of build out a little rough prototype. So this rough prototype, well, I'll have 4 key players. I'll first start off with myapp.java. It's simply the main program that has a main method. We'll use baseballcoach.java, will be a simple implementation. Then kind of in the version 2, once we kind of refactor it, we'll introduce an interface called coach.java. And then we'll also show another implementation called trackcoach.java. Just the whole idea of switching in a different coach and seeing if our application continues to work. So those are the main players. That's the big idea. Let's go ahead and move into the next video and let's get our hands dirty and let's start writing some code.